Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dice Masters with James and Zach. I'm Zach.
And I'm James. Hello.
Hello. We've got something a little bit different today. I'm going to try a team made almost entirely out of new stuff against James's attempt at a Tabaxi corrupt team.
It's not really mine. It's been floating around. Joe, I think, is primarily responsible for this. Hello, Joe. Jank.
Hello.
It's all
Yeah, I
Jank.
think Joe's been trying Tabaxi Rogue for a long time, and then corrupt just kind of like handed to him on a silver platter.
I wanted to try it to see whether the corrupt actually works. I'm extremely skeptical, but
Well, why don't you tell us about your team?
well, okay, good idea. Sage, I think, is the. Oh, probably should move the camera. Right? Sage is the linchpin. When she's KO'd, she does corrupt 3, and which means that target player, could be me or Zach, draws 3 dice, places one of them in use, and returns the rest to the bag. So if it's me, then I'm churning. I'm getting rid of sidekicks, but more likely I would want to use it on Zach so that he has to take dice out and lose the good stuff, hopefully.
Hmm.
So it takes him longer to get to his stuff that he wants. Now, on top of that, we've got Absorbing Man, who's cool. I like him, or Absorbing Man, as he should probably be called. And he copies a when KO'd effect, or rather, I may use a copy of the effect. So that would be Corrupt 6, which would be, well, it would be Corrupt 3 plus Corrupt 3. In fact, it's not quite the same. It's not quite the same as taking 6 dice. And to weaponize that, there is Tabaxi Rogue, who, while active, when an opponent draws a die, which they do when using Corrupt, other than during their clear and draw step, Tabaxi Rogue deals them 1 damage. So one instance of Sage being KO'd with those 3 out would be 6 damage, assuming Zach doesn't have promo Black Widow, which on this occasion he does not. Um,
It would be 0 if I did.
yeah. And in order to facilitate the KOs, I've got Tomb Guardian, which might interfere with other people's strategies if he comes out, because obviously I can fabricate dice, which knocks out Sage, and when he's active, global abilities cost an additional 1 to use, and that's for both players. And Malekith, which is pay a bolt, and I can knock something out, and if I do, then I can reduce the purchase cost of the next action die I purchase by 2, which means I could buy Instant War for 1. And Instant War, as you probably know, means that each player has to draw 3 dice. And again, that would trigger Tabaxi Rogue. And again, it would be nullified by Promo Black Widow. And they field all sidekick drawn in that way. And to have another nice action, I've got Green Devil Mask. Which, no, it's not nice at all, but it's something I could buy if I get the Malekith discount. And that, when the opponent has 4 or more active dice, they must re-roll all their active dice, character dice, and move any that roll an energy phase to the use pile, which could be horrible. And then some control in the form of Kate Bishop, which is blink or distraction or static field or whatever you want to call it. Global, plus she, when fielded, does 3 damage to a target villain character, so she could remove Shriek potentially and Shriek herself. Because there's lots of pieces to this, and I very much doubt I'll get it all set up in time without some control. Over to you, Jack.
All right. Well, James's finely honed team over there against this. So I just got the X-Men Forever box today, and I've been sort of excited to play with my new toys. And this Hope Summers, I don't think I realized her subtitle before, which is pluripotent exopraxia or echopraxia. Not even going to hope to pronounce that in the future. And so obviously this hope has been it was spoiled a long time ago. It was talked about a lot. When fielded, you get to choose an X-Men character card on your team, replacing all previous choices, and she gains that character's text box in addition to her own. So that lots of obvious potential combos. But I saw this Rachel Summers, her sister allegedly, from an anime, according to the art on her. While she's active, if another X-Men character is KO'd, KO all other characters except the die using this effect. So that to me sounds an awful lot like my old Surtur team, where I was like very happy to KO all of your characters at the same time. And so if I can use Hope to copy Rachel, I can do that except with a 3 cost instead of having to reach for a 7 cost. And that sounds better to me. Um, and so I'm going to try that. I'm going to use Magic Missile, and my hope is that I can use Magic Missile to ping off one of my X-Men on James's turn, so that he loses all of his characters before I then get to reroll all mine and swing in for the victory. I always like having Black Widow to field and get the attack buff because it essentially doubles the attack.
Sorry, that's my alarm going off. It's time to get up.
of
Go
all
on.
of your sidekicks. Beast is sort of a cheap X-Men that would let me KO a very cheap X-Men character, and also with an ability that would let me put dice back into my bag so I could pick things. Kitty Pride in our last video I used really effectively to buy a lot of X-Men, and then I sort of worked out that if I get her early, I can buy Hope as well as this Thunderbird really cheaply. Thunderbird, if he's KO'd, return any other non-Thunderbird dice that were KO'd to the field at level 1. And so now I'm thinking if I can get Hope and Thunderbird out, and it sounds like a jank combo, but I think it'll work,
Does it really?
then I can ping off an X-Men, maybe Thunderbird. Who only has 2 defense at level 1 anyway. I can then kill everything, except then all of my characters would come back to the field at level 1. And that sounds pretty good to me.
Right.
Professor X, I'm going to try using the global some more and mimic. Oh my god, a paragraph of text here. But essentially, if I field him, I get to choose an opposing die. I roll him and the die, and if either of them rolls an energy face, they both get KO'd. If they both roll characters, then just the opposing die is KO'd, and Mimic gets their abilities. So, like targeted removal, but also potentially I get to steal an ability, but also a way of triggering a KO for
Nice.
my purposes.
Seven,
Anyway, I don't know.
75% chance on a self-prepping removal.
Self-prepping removal that may also kill everything in the field.
Yeah, I didn't really understand it. I'm not very good with big walls of text, but it was explained to me, and I see it now.
And by the time this video comes out, maybe some people at nationals will have used this to great effect. We'll see what
Indeed.
happens. So yeah. Anyway, all right. Action or energy, James?
Action, please. That.
I don't even know why I wait. All right.
No,
It is energy.
should just flip a
Um,
coin. Okay.
I think we'll go first.
Okay. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. Oh, exactly what I wanted. Enough energy to buy Kitty Pride.
Blimey. I feel like I might get my ass handed to me. So I suppose I need to buy those three. I suppose that's the point. I've never played with this team, so I'll feel that.
Well, you definitely want Tabaxi is the most important, right? Tabaxi is where the damage comes from.
The Sage is where disruption comes from, theoretically.
Ooh, yeah, disruption. But then you don't get any damage. You're just disrupting.
So I want to buy Sage. He's got better dice. Let's assume that I get Tabaxi next time. That's turn
All
two.
right. Okay, give me. Oh, yes. All right. So I'm gonna use. Well, hold on. Okay. If I do that, I still have 3 energy left, and you have resurrection, so I
I
really
do,
only have
yes. I
2 energy left. Okay,
didn't
so I'm
mention
gonna
that.
use Professor X to do that. I'm gonna pay 2 for a Black Widow. Should I do a Beast? I'll do. Yeah, I'll do a Beast because I'll need it eventually, and then I will resurrect to put one of these in the prep area. All right.
Nice. Sweet.
Okay.
I forgot about
I
Professor
just
X.
need Kitty
Oops.
Pride to roll next turn.
I don't really want that, do I?
So if I field Kitty Pride, I think I can buy Thunderbird and Hope for 3 energy.
Joe actually had an energy changer on this. Now I know why.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so that's my resurrection. That's my Tabaxi road. Really good. That'll go in my bag and I'll
Oh,
pull one. And the rest will come out. There you go, your turn.
are we just gonna gentleman's agreement to not worry about some control? All right.
Yes. Pretty much. Who wants to
Let's see
control?
if we'll see what happens when we're just going for it. All right. So I mean, obviously I got Kitty Pride. I got a sidekick there. Oh, and she rolled, and she doesn't have any fielding costs, but Beast does, annoyingly. But that doesn't matter because I have plenty of energy. So I need a shield, and that's it. And I need a fist, and that's it.
No, he's
Wow.
two.
Okay.
He's two energy, right? She's two less.
Yeah, but Hope is a 3 cost, so she'd only cost 1 shield.
And Thunderbird's full.
Thunderbird would cost these 2,
Oh, got you. Sorry.
and then I
Yeah.
need 1 to field Beast. Wow, I'm getting lots of characters here. But I have 1 energy left over, so I'm tempted to re-roll these and get either a sidekick or like a shield or. Oh wait, no. Oh yeah, no. Counter Strike has to be in your use pile already. Ah, everything's working out. All right, so we're gonna field that. Now for the rest of the turn, my non-Kitty Pride X-Men cost 2 less, so that means I get a Hope for a shield, and I get a Thunderbird for 2 energy, including a fist. And then
Oh,
I pay 1 energy to field beast. And yeah, my ramp is a bit messed, I think, at this point, because I've only got 3 there. Yeah, it's too bad. Ben Scott would be disappointed, but when isn't he? All right, pass turn.
4 out. Ugh. Yeah. So it begins. It's a really nice die.
Stage die, yeah.
Gosh, if I had a 2 cost.
And
Oh,
zero
shit,
zero
it's got
zero
fielding
building on
costs
her.
anyway. That sucks. You do have 2 costs, but they're not going to help me, are they? Yeah.
You can use the
Yeah.
global though.
Ah, please.
Uh,
And that's what happens to me. I'll probably
yeah.
shield for that. So I fielded with that, and now.
Well, you can still buy an absorbing man and prep, and that would still be strong.
Yeah.
Although
Well,
absorbing man is only good if Sage comes out.
that's true.
You
Yeah,
could
yeah,
buy an
okay.
instant war if you wanted.
No, let's go with the absorbing man and prep. I think that seems very reasonable. There's a mass there. Yeah. Never mind. Okay, let's just buy that, and the shield will be for direction. And I at least do have bag control.
Yeah, right.
Go for it.
Hopefully after this turn. All right. I've got 3 sidekicks in the bag, and I've
I mean,
gotten all my things, but I really needed a shield instead of a sidekick there, and then I could have made this a lot easier on myself. Okay. So next turn, I think we'll be okay. All right. So all sidekicks. I'd really like a shield to get things out of my bag. And then what else do I need here? So I've already got essentially the combo, but I need the damage follow-up. So I need to buy Black Widow. So none of these help me whatsoever. Although I could ping off your Tabaxi Rogue. Okay. Oh, good. We'll do that. So we'll do that. We'll buy a Black Widow for 2, and then I will prep a die from the bag.
1 damage.
4 dice left. Oh, I do take a damage, right? Worth. All right, your turn.
I think I should have bought either Shriek or another Sage. Never mind. We'll see. Oh, if
I'm
they're
hoping
not
to
going
roll
to
2
roll,
characters next turn. That's not going to happen. So
things don't like rolling, do they? Mm-hmm. Ooh.
oh, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
You could always use the Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Yeah. Do you have a when KO'd effect? Is that part of your combo?
Beast. When KO'd, I can add up to 2 dice from my used pile to my bag.
And what about the when X-Man is KO'd? Does that count as a when KO?
Oh yeah, when Thunderbird is KO'd.
How
No,
does that?
Rachel Summers is if another X-Men is KO'd, KO all. So see, that's a wall active. But Thunderbird, if he's KO'd, oh man, would you get to copy that? Oh, that's brutal.
I assume so, and I don't know how it works at all. Ooh, I've done all of this off camera. Sorry, bit out of
Return
practice.
any other non-Thunderbird character dice
I
that were
rolled
KO'd
that,
this turn into
fielded
the field at level 1.
that. So I would ideally like to buy
Absorbing
something.
Man totally counters this whole thing. I'm just gonna have to use Mimic.
Does he really? I don't know. Tomb Guardian. What can I buy for 2? What is your other basic action? Nothing good.
Counter Strike and Magic Missile.
Okay, I will. Do you know what I could do? I could KO this. Ooh, look at that. Get me with my new Malekith. Thank you, Arj O'Neill, for that. And
Oh
I can
yeah.
buy something for 1.
So from out of your full factory set.
Yeah.
Nice.
I decided to keep 1 or 2 super rares and then yeah, do a bit of it for prizing locally and sell a little bit to try and recoup the costs of X-Men on that. So I can buy for 1. I can buy an instant war, and then I can keep my bag management going.
Nice.
I just have to play as if you're going to not hit anything. Pass turn.
Well, I mean, I got my 2 characters here, so we'll see what happens. Pluripotent Echopraxia. I'm sure that means something to Hope Summers fans out there. Okay, I'm gonna reroll all of these. I should have kept a shield, huh? Wow. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we'll field Hope, naming Rachel Summers. We'll field a sidekick. We will pay 1 to field Thunderbird, and I'll Professor X Global.
Yep, that doesn't
Um,
draw, does it? Okay.
yeah, that's true. All right, pass turn.
4 dice. Is she going to roll this time? Oh, she did. Okay.
And you have Instant War.
It's not me.
And you have a Bolt. This is gonna hurt a lot.
If I roll. What else could I possibly buy? Shield is all right. Oh, no instant war then. So we'll field her. Hmm. This is for his action. So, how does this work? So I want to KO her to buy stuff, right? Oh,
So you have to
exactly.
resolve all of Malekith first.
So that's that. KO.
Buy
And I
something for 2 less.
buy something for 2 less, which could be Green Devil Mask, maybe. I mean,
But the
again,
longer this goes on, the more counters you pull out for my
I,
combo.
I should probably be buying a Shriek, but I'm not going to. So for 2 less, we will buy Green Devil Mask. And I've still got bag control. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that, if anything. Do I have any shield characters that I can buy? No. Well, I can see that. And Sage.
Okay, so now you corrupt 3.
And now I corrupt 3.
On me, I'm assuming.
I would imagine.
So my bag is empty. So here's the thing. You're not actually going to disrupt me in this particular instance because these are the only 4 dice.
No, but I'm going to do 6 damage at least.
Yeah, so I'm going to... We have to do the steps of drawing them. I guess we might as well. So I'll refill my bag, and I'll draw 3. 1, 2, 3. And you'll put this in my use pile.
Correct.
And these back in my bag.
Yep.
And I'll take 3 damage. And what am I at now?
You're
17?
on 16.
16? And then you'll draw 3, and you'll put 1 in my use pile and 2 in my bag.
Yeah.
And I'll take 3 more, and I'll go down to 13.
Yep.
If you didn't get Instant War, I would take 3 more damage. Actually, if you had Instant War, I'd take 3 damage, and then also, because I would be fielding sidekicks, I'd be taking some burn damage on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so I don't know what to do with that energy, so I'm not going to do anything with it, and I'm going to resurrect.
Sure. You could buy a Counter-Strike.
In fact, how many dice have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Actually, you know what you could do with it, if
Three,
you
four,
wanted,
five,
is you
five.
could use the Tabaxi Rogue Global.
Yes, that's true. But then I would
You wouldn't
waste
have
it.
perfect bag anymore.
I don't need to resurrect though. Okay, so I'll do that and do 1 more damage to you.
Okay.
And then I won't use the shield.
Okay.
I think
So I'm actually going to take a burn damage then.
good.
So what am I down to now?
11.
I'm used to being the one keeping score. All right, so I've got 1 burn. Wow. Okay, so I really got to like step it up here. So, geez. Okay, I just need a bunch of bolts, I think, and I'll be fine. Hey, ask and ye shall receive. Although ideally I'd get 1 more, and then you would have nothing in the field. Although I don't think this is lethal anyway.
Come at me, bro.
still a lot of damage. Okay, let's do it this way. I'm going to pay 2 bolts and KO Thunderbird. Well, no, hold on. No, I can't do it that way. I have to do it this way. I'm going to KO Beast.
Okay.
I would get to put 2 dice for my use pile back in my bag. I suppose you get the same thing, though, right?
Yeah. Is it up to
Uh,
2?
it just says you may add up to 2 dice from your use pile to your bag.
Use part of bag. Ah, you see now it's going to disrupt my bag, which is annoying. But
Yeah,
I might put that there. I don't know if
it
that's
is
going
a
to work.
may, so you don't have to.
What do you think? Shall I put the instant war into my bag and have the suboptimal number of dice?
I mean, it would have been perfect if you'd resurrected, but
Yeah, I think I will.
hard to predict, I guess.
I
Yeah.
will.
All right. Okay. So then, if another X-Men character is KO'd, KO all other characters. So all other characters are now KO'd. So
Yeah.
everything except for my Hope Summers should be dead.
Okay.
So I guess that means you won't get to trigger. Okay. And then when Thunderbird is KO'd, return any other non-Thunderbird character dice that were KO'd this turn to the field at level 1. So do you get to trigger
I
Absorbing
don't
Man with
know.
that?
I have
That's
no
a
idea.
good question. So non-Thunderbird though. So I don't get Thunderbird back, and that's the way they make it not be infinite, I guess.
So do I get those back on level 1 or not? The question.
So
That's one for Paul.
that is definitely a good question because I'm triggering a when KO'd effect,
The KO of Thunderbird enters
but
the queue.
your Absorbing Man was already no, because your Absorbing Man doesn't get a when KO'd effect. It's a while active effect, and he wasn't active, right?
Who's while active?
Absorbing Man.
He's while active, yeah.
Yeah, but he's not. So he's not active anymore, so it shouldn't matter.
Let's imagine. Yeah, let's assume.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. Okay, that'll make things easier. Okay, and then I'm gonna field uh Black Widow and give everything else +1 attack. And it's sadly it's not lethal. It's 2, 4, 6, 8. Sorry, 2, 4, 6, 9, 11, 14, 16, which is still a pretty good amount of damage.
Okay. Substantial.
Uh,
Are you doing it all? Or
if I
just a
could
bit?
have left Thunderbird, that might have been lethal, right? Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna do it all though. I think we will. Yeah. What am I gonna do? What am I do with this generic energy here? So I think with the generic energy here, I should have just bought a Black Widow. Wish I could use Counter Strike Global, but I didn't have anything there.
Totally forgot about that.
Well, I never have psychics in my use pile because if I do, I'm just using Professor X. Um, good chance I might die. You're also gonna get Green Devil Mask, right?
Maybe,
So I should
maybe not. I've
play
got
around
5 now in
that.
my bag.
What?
I've got 5 in my bag now, so I might not.
Well, we'll play around it. Okay, so I'm gonna attack. I'm gonna attack like this. I think. There's no buffs out there, right? There's no way to buff attack here.
How many is that?
So 2, 4, 6, 8, and then +1 would be 11.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna ruin my bag here. A lot of energy here in reserve. All right, your
You
turn.
okay? I'll put that there. 4. Oh, I did get both. I'm not very lucky at rolling, but I'm quite lucky at pulling.
Well, you don't have to be lucky at pulling. You can just manage your bag like you've been doing so well.
Yes, but there was a
Speaking
chance.
of not being lucky at rolling, here's
Yes.
3 characters and the action you wanted.
Yep. We're okay then. That's looking good.
Plus the energy you need. Plus, well, are you gonna have enough for fielding? No, probably not.
I think I am.
If you try to
Ah, I
get
need a bolt,
instant
right?
war.
Probably get rid of that. So if that comes up, then I won't be able to do it.
If you get instant war, it might be lethal.
Might be. Should we try it? No, hasn't
Oh, it
rolled
does
once,
not
has
come
it?
up at all. At least now you can field.
Yeah. Okay, there's my fielding costs. I can put that in the field. Mm-hmm.
See, now corrupt is actually probably gonna help you because I've got some good stuff in my use pile.
Right. Well, okay, let's see what's what. So I potentially want, I've got 1 die in my bag, which is now suboptimal. But I don't really want to corrupt myself, that would be boring. So, obviously that's going to be a bolt there. That could be that. And that will be to buy another instant war. I would guess. Hope I draw one of them. So let's do that. Okay, yep. KO.
Buy instant war.
Buy instant war.
Okay, and then corrupt 3, and my bag is empty again, so we'll refill it. Do this part on camera here. So we'll draw 3, and I'll take 3 damage.
Yep.
And they're all sidekicks. But I think, do you have to put 1 in my use pile?
Place 1 unused and return the rest. Yep.
Okay, so I've got 1 sidekick there. But then Absorbing Man fires off as well, right?
Yep. Another 3 damage. I'll get rid of that one, obviously.
All right, make that obvious. Okay.
And that's about it, isn't it? So you're
Yes.
now on 5. I'm on 9. I don't think I can do much more at this point. So I will resurrect. If I had 1 fewer dice in my bag, that would be okay. Never mind. I think that's all I can do.
Okay, but I have a lot of energy.
Okay. You're going to force attack me. Oh, you
No, I'm
suck.
going to ping my beast.
Okay. Cool.
So when he's KO'd, I can put up to 2 dice in your bag. So I guess I'll put my Black Widow back in my bag. I suppose you can do the same thing because you get to copy the when KO'd ability.
Sure, I can.
Up
Okay.
to 2 dice from your use pile into your bag.
I'll just do the 1.
But then Hope Summers is still active, and so everything else gets KO'd. No, your Green Devil Mask stays out. So your Green Devil Mask is going to be an issue here, but I only have to do 9 damage, right? So, all right. I've got a Beast and a Thunderbird in my prep area, and I have 2. Oh no, I didn't get a second Black Widow. I should have bought a second Black Widow, because then I could have put it in my bag last turn. I wanted to save that energy, though. Okay. 4, 6, 7. I mean, that would be even more, but that would be my 4th character.
Oh, that works out quite well.
And they don't get KO'd, right? They just get rolled away. So I wouldn't get to use Thunderbird's ability.
Your opponent must
Right?
reroll all of their active character dice, yeah, and they get moved to used. Yeah,
They don't get KO'd.
They don't get KO'd.
Okay. Do I just roll? I mean, I'm just gonna have to take a chance that they all come back and I win the game, right?
Yeah, I think so, probably.
Okay. And I need to spend the energy anyway. Okay, so we'll field this. We'll pay 1, and we'll field Beast. Wish I had a sidekick. Oh well, we'll pay 1, we'll field that. That's my 4th, so that triggers Green Devil Mask. And so that goes away, but I have to roll all my characters. You looking at you got my camera on me here?
Yeah, I have, yep. Bated breath.
Oh,
Is that enough?
that's only 6 damage.
Oh.
If I had a Black Widow, it would be 9. Uh, and there's no way to buff. That's what I need is like a buff. So that goes to used. Um, I guess I'll Professor X. And what am I at now? Like 5?
Yep.
So if you roll,
Yeah, well, that's a big if.
yeah, I might have to just chance it. I don't think I want to just attack for no reason. I didn't have enough to ping off Beast, or I probably would save it. I'm not in a position to force attack anymore. Yeah, I think Professor X was right there. All right, see what you can do.
All right, let's see. Okay, there's one in the bag because I put that from the beast. Nice one of them. And 3 more of these. 3 for 3.
If you get Tabaxi Rogue, Instant War,
I've got 2 instant
Instant
war
War,
dice.
that's going to be, yeah. So if you
Not,
got
not, they
Tabaxi
haven't.
Rogue, Instant War, there's a lot of ways you can win the game
Not all of them involve Tabaxi Rogue
here.
rolling. Shit.
Yeah, but if you get Tabaxi Rogue now, 50-50 chance, you just win the game.
Um, I've got Bolt.
Plus Instant War would be 6 damage right there.
Yeah, I don't really need the second one. I need that to roll, don't I?
Yeah. Oh, come on. Come on, Tabaxi Rogue.
But what's left in my bag is all psychic. Mostly. Shall I re-roll it anyway? Do I run the risk of not fielding something? He's got 1 fielding cost. She's 0, so that could field him. So, am I going to screw myself by doing that?
I mean, do you get any benefit of using a second Instant War this turn if it's not for lethal?
Probably not. I could field more sidekicks. Get through my bag. No, okay, sure.
That's true, actually. That's not nothing.
Shall I do it or not? Oh, I don't know.
If you don't win this turn, though, and you get me field a bunch of sidekicks, you just make it easier for me to get lethal.
That's true. Tabaxi's rolled, and he's rolled. Yes, 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 yes. Fielding costs. Boom. Whoops. And a sidekick.
And then just 1 KO would be 6 damage.
Let's do instant war first. Let's drag it out.
Just for the
3 dice.
I'm gonna draw 2 and then refill my bag.
What happens to the other one? Do I put it back in the bag?
And draw a 3rd. Yeah, it goes back
In
in
the
the bag.
bag, or the used part you can choose. In fact.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna keep Black Widow in the bag.
So I do 3 to you with that, I guess. And now I get to KO her and corrupt 3, which is
And I
your
draw
death.
3.
Your
And you'd put that in there, and then I would die.
Yay.
Close. I got close. There's got to be a way to make this better.
Oh, that's pretty good. It's considering you
I
just
think.
threw it together.
Well, yeah. I don't have Danny Moonstar yet, and Danny Moonstar instead of Beast with Doomlance as a backup win condition, I think could be interesting. There's obviously no control on the team besides Mimic, so Kitty Pryde is kind of fun, but probably not necessary. And you could take her off, and I don't know. Thunderbird might be a little bit of a win more, but then you're just counting on re-rolling all your characters, and I like not having to do that.
Well, I have to say that this is actually quite fun. It's definitely jank, and
Yeah.
I'm not convinced it's tier 1, but it's 1.5, 2 for sure, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of
I
fun. I
said that
like.
means you do a lot of damage in one turn, and that's always fun.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, yeah, promo Black Widow spoils the day, but
Promo Black Widow just makes all of it go to 0 damage.
well, I didn't
Yeah.
use Shriek. In fairness, you didn't have Shriek, but it's and I didn't get an early Sage, so I
Yeah.
didn't get to disrupt much, and Instant War didn't roll twice, so you know, and
True. Yeah.
it was quite okay.
This team would need something like Wonder Woman, I think, to prevent Kate Bishop Global from ruining your giant attacking field win
Yeah,
condition.
or just rely on me to forget to keep back maths.
Yeah. Well. Um, Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered much. Anyway, yeah. So some fun ideas. Obviously, hope can be used in lots of different ways, but that is one of them, and maybe you in the future. Thanks everyone for watching, and good luck at nationals, and we'll see you next time.
Bye bye.